This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Let's get right into the news. It was more apparent that Southwest T was really the brains behind the operation and kind of set everything up. Big Meech was the hustler, and Southwest T was the guy who put everything in play, organized, and really thought things through. Southwest T is the kind of person that Dame Dash needs. Now, since Meech has been home, you know, he was very thankful to 50 Cent when he was locked up. You know, 50 Cent got the life rights. He turned the show into a success. He turned his son into an actor that wasn't even part of the deal. Made the family millions of dollars and vowed to always have 50 Cent's back, you know, because he was the only entertainer that ever came through for him out of all the basketball players and everything. He put money in. He gave money to these entertainers and everything when he was home, and they never did anything for him. So, right when he gets home, he violates 50 Cent. He wants more of the show. He wants to renegotiate his life rights. He gets rid of Tammy, who knows everything about him, and she's a confidential informant, right? So, 50 was shocked that she was a confidential informant, and then she kind of broke everything down, and 50 Cent decided that he wasn't right. But I think he kind of let it go for a second until he took the picture with Rick Ross and he knew, oh, okay, this is real. He put a show together so he could get some money. A bunch of artists were going to show up for free, no contracts. Rick Ross was promoting the show. When Meech could have asked 50 Cent to help him with the show to raise some money if he needed money that bad. It turns out Little Meech spent all the money, so they needed money badly. And 50 Cent said, I can start paying you again when the show starts. He couldn't wait that long. Rick Ross came through with $40,000, $50,000, and he was all of a sudden Rick Ross's best friend. Now, 50 Cent was like, we have a lot more business to do together. We have, we're going to finish this series, documentaries. We're going to do spinoffs. That wasn't enough for Meech. But Meech didn't realize that 50 Cent owns all his life rights. So he's cursed, and the way Meech moves, he's moving like a high schooler, like trying to, look at me with your ops. It's like, it makes me think that, damn, maybe we overestimated Big Meech. Maybe it was always Southwest T. Big Meech is kind of the reason they got locked up. I used to think it was Southwest T because they painted it like he's always on the phone. There was wiretaps and everything. But how did the wiretaps even get there? How did they get hot on the trail? Well, Big Meech was very loud in Atlanta when he moved here. Billboards. He decided he wanted to get into music. He was put billboards up. Some billboards didn't even pertain to music. It was just like, the world is ours. And, it was like throwing it in the DA's face and the FBI's face. And then he had tons of cars, Rolls Royces, Ferraris, everything. Tons of houses, wearing fur coats, jewelry. Nobody, and these guys knew he didn't have a job when the DA started trailing him. He had a huge crew. They would make it rain in any club they went in. And he wasn't focused enough on his core business. He was focused more on entertaining. Terry would have to give him, Southwest T's brother would have to give him money all the time for the music stuff. But he was out here making money, making plays, while Big Meech was worried about partying and everything and doing this business on the side. You can't do both. You can't be in entertainment business, try to start a record label, and then also moving weight. And they eventually just got caught. It's like another thing that brought a lot of heat on is when they got into altercation with Wolf, and Wolf ended up dying. It's crazy, man, because like once they put up these billboards and everything, that the ADA had a big focus and target on Meech, and they were determined to get him. That's when wiretaps went up and everything, and they were catching information from Terry, from Big Meech. It was just kind of tricked himself out the street trying to floss. You can't floss like that when your money's not legitimate. And they got him. And they were trying to expand their network too much, which invited a lot of people you can't trust. And then you got a lot of snitches. But Terry was always upset with how loud Meech was, and that being loud and broadcasting what they were, basically doing, just brought a lot of heat on. And then you get people offering, they start pulling people over, catching people with stuff, and they start rolling on Big Meech. Eventually, they got him hook, line, and sinker, and they got Terry too. It's sad. They're both home now. Meech is causing nothing but trouble. And now little Meech is also linked up with Ross, made a statement about it, linking up with Floyd Mayweather, someone that 50 has problems with on and off. It's a sad situation, man. But it's obvious that Southwest T was the brains behind the operation, even though he did some goofy stuff when he came home. He got up with Rick Ross, and he hung out with he got with Ross, and he also hung out with Supreme Son. So, and he wanted more from the series. These guys are just, they believe that they're going to be treated with kid gloves now, and everyone's going to keep pulling up on them with money when nobody's giving them anything except for Rick Ross, because he's a sucker. But anyways, we'll talk more about this later on. I'm very tired. I got to go to sleep, but I appreciate you all, and I hope you guys have a great day today, and I'll talk to you around midday. Thanks so much. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Do you think Meech is a boss, or do you think he was just distracted, went in the wrong direction, and ended up bringing the whole organization down, being loud? I think he brought the organization down. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. Peace.